Lin Yi was slightly taken aback. He looked up towards the door of the rooftop and saw two graceful figures gradually walking away. Who else could they be but Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu? Lin Yi didn't think that Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu had a crush on him. He could probably guess why they came here. It must be that little rascal Chen Yushu, who loved to join in the fun and dragged Chu Mengyao along, just here to watch the show. Lin Yi said indifferently, "Were those really Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu from our class?" Kang Xiaobo was rather excited. "Boss, could it be that you've won the favor of these two beauties?" "You're overthinking it." Lin Yi patted Kang Xiaobo on the back of the head with some helplessness. "If I had known you were so talkative, I should have let Zhang Naipao's punch land on your head to sober you up." He, Kang Xiaobo laughed heartily. He had spent 3 years in high school being wimpy, but unexpectedly on the eve of graduation, he finally got to be tough once. Looking at the 3 former school bullies lying on the ground behind him, Kang Xiaobo felt an indescribable sense of satisfaction in his heart. "Brother Liang, are you okay?" Gao Zhaofu, who was less seriously injured and whose stomach no longer hurt so much, quickly ran to Zhongpin Liang's side after Lin Yi left and helped him up from the ground. "I'm fine," Zhongpin Liang said with a pale face, looking less than truthful. "Brother Liang, what should we do about this? Are we just going to swallow this humiliation?" Gao Zhaofu asked indignantly. "Damn it, we really took a big fall today." Zhongpin Liang cursed viciously. "Didn't he expect that kid to know some moves? He almost got the better of us. It's all my fault for being careless." Seeing Zhongpin Liang's bad mood, Gao Zhaofu quickly apologized first, lest he take out all his anger on him. "It's not your fault." Zhongpin Liang waved his hand. He himself had been thoroughly beaten up by Lin Yi and couldn't blame others. He could only admit that they were no match for Lin Yi. "With just the 3 of us, it seems we're no match for that kid. If we want to teach him Allison, we have to call in outside help. Should we talk to Zhu Ruo Ming and ask him to step in?" Gao Zhaofu suggested. "No, if he finds out about this, we'll lose too much face. We won't be able to show our faces at school anymore." Zhongpin Liang waved his hand. "I'll go find someone through my dad." Lin Yi and Kang Xiaobo returned to the classroom safely, which made many classmates who had been worried about their safety heave a sigh of relief. Most classmates disliked Zhongpin Liang and his gang's arrogance, but there were also a few who took pleasure in others' misfortunes and were slightly disappointed to see that Lin Yi and the others were unharmed. However, what puzzled them was that Zhongpin Liang, Gao Zhaofu, and Zhang Naipao did not return to the classroom. They were still absent even when the big class started, which had to mean something. Although Zhongpin Liang didn't want Zhu Ruo Ming to know about this, he still ran into Zhu Ruo Ming on the playground. Gao Zhaofu supported Zhang Naipao as they followed behind Zhongpin Liang, walking unsteadily like defeated soldiers. "Zhongpin Liang, what happened to you guys?" Zhu Ruo Ming was playing basketball on the playground. From a distance, he saw 3 familiar figures approaching. Upon closer look, they turned out to be Zhongpin Liang and the others. Zhongpin Liang silently cursed his bad luck. "When it rains, it pours. Why did he have to run into Zhu Ruo Ming right now?" As one of the 4 young troublemakers in school, Zhongpin Liang cared a lot about his reputation. Now that another troublemaker had seen his sorry state, if this got out, his reputation as a troublemaker would be ruined. Nothing. Zhongpin Liang didn't want to say more. He waved his hand and quickened at his pace. "Come on, Liangzi, did you guys get beaten up? Tell me who did it, and I'll fix them for you." Zhu Ruo Ming saw their sorry state and easily guessed that they had lost a fight, so he said arrogantly, Zhongpin Liang knew Zhu Ruoming's fighting skills. He was the most capable fighter among the 4 young troublemakers and had connections with people in society. Truly a ruthless character. But today's incident was too disgraceful, and Zhongpin Liang didn't want too many people to know about it. So he waved his hand and said, "It's nothing. We were just sparring among ourselves and got a bit too rough." Since Zhongpin Liang insisted on not saying anything, Zhu Ruoming didn't press further. Watching the 3 walk away, Zhu Ruoming shook his head and muttered, "Idiots fighting among yourselves? And beating each other half to death. Yeah right, boss, where do you live? Let's walk home together after school." Kang Xiaobo was still in a state of excitement and truly admired his new boss. From the bottom of his heart, Lin Yi was glad he could let others know that he walked home with Chu Meng Yao at night. He didn't care, but Chu Meng Yao definitely would want that. Thinking of this, Lin Yi said, "My home is far away. You go ahead. I'll leave later. Then I'll wait for you. Let us at least walk to the school gate together." Kang Xiaobo was reluctant to part and wanted to talk to Lin Yi more. He had never imagined that Zhongpin Liang would end up being beaten to a pulp. All right, Lin Yi knew that if he refused again, it would arouse Kang Xiaobo's suspicion. After all, it was just walking to the school gate together. He could wait for Kang Xiaobo to leave before getting into Uncle Fu's car. Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu had already packed their things and left the classroom. Lin Yi deliberately staggered his timing with theirs. After dawdling for a while, he picked up his school bag and walked out of the classroom with Kang Xiaobo. "Boss, let me tell you a secret." As they walked out of the classroom, Kang Xiaobo suddenly lowered his voice and whispered, "What secret?" Lin Yi looked at Kang Xiaobo in confusion. Why was this guy being so mysterious? He lived very close to the commoner school beauty Tang Yun. Kang Xiaobo smiled slyly and said, "Actually, I often see her riding her bike home." Damn it! Lin Yi slapped Kang Xiaobo on the back of the head. "Again, is that all you think about? What kind of secret is that? What does it matter to me that you live close to her? Don't you really have any interest in her?" Kang Xiaobo asked in disbelief. "It's not that I have no interest, but I've never even seen what she looks like. How can you expect me to be interested in someone who might not even exist?" Lin Yi said with a laugh. "All right, go home quickly. I should leave too." "Okay, boss. See you tomorrow." Kang Xiaobo waved to Lin Yi and disappeared into the after-school crowd. After making sure Kang Xiaobo had left, Lin Yi turned and walked towards where Uncle Fu had parked the car. Sure enough, Uncle Fu hadn't driven away and was quietly waiting there. Once Lin Yi got into the car, Uncle Fu started the engine. In the back seat, Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu were unusually silent. It was unclear whether it was because of what they had seen Lin Yi do in the bathroom or the scene on the rooftop that had shocked them, but both of them spoke very little. Surprisingly, Chu Mengyao didn't even tattle to Uncle Fu or sneer at Lin Yi. "Uncle Fu, stop at the bank up ahead. Zhao Shu, and in need to open an account." Chu Mengjio instructed Uncle Fu. Lin Yi was reminded by Chu Mengyao that the school had asked each student to open a bank account for future tuition and fees deductions. Uncle Fu didn't ask any questions. He nodded and parked the car near a bank not far away. Since it was rush hour, there were many cars on the road, especially because this was the only 24-hour bank in the area. People coming to do business had parked their cars at the entrance, causing traffic to be a bit chaotic. Lin Yi followed Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu out of the car. Chu Mengyao immediately frowned and asked, "What are you following us for? Don't forget, I'm also a student at the school." Lin Yi smiled. Chu Mengyao read that Lin Yi had become a student there today and naturally needed to open a bank account too. She didn't say anything more and took Chen Yushu Shan to enter the bank together. The moment Lin Yi stepped into the bank, the jade pendant around his neck suddenly reacted, making him startle. This jade pendant was the one he had taken from the cave at the foot of Zixing Mountain. However, Lin Yi still hadn't figured out what this pendant was for or how to use it. But every time something big was about to happen, this pendant would have a subtle reaction, as if sending a message to Lin Yi. Although Lin Yi didn't know what the pendant was trying to say, whenever this happened, something was bound to occur, like that time in North Africa, when he and the person he was protecting were trapped in the enemy's encirclement. But thanks to the pendant's early warnings, he had avoided enemy attacks time and again and finally escaped safely. Or once before something good happened, the pendant had given a similar warning. For example, when he helped old man Lin buy an instant lottery ticket and won 20 yuans. So regardless of the situation, the pendant's reaction put Lin Yi on high alert. After entering the bank, Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu got their queue numbers and sat on the waiting bench. Lin Yi also got a number and sat next to them. Lin Yi wisely sat next to Chen Yushu because Chu Mengyao still seemed hostile toward him. Chen Yushu gave Lin Yi a meaningful look and lightly raised the corners of her mouth. While waiting in line, Lin Yi remained highly vigilant. Every time the pendant reacted, something happened, and he believed this time would be no exception. Suddenly, Lin Yi's gaze fixed on a black Hyundai commercial vehicle outside the bank. "Let's go now." Lin Yi suddenly stood up, grabbed Chen Yushu's hand, and said to her and Chu Menjiao, What are you doing?" Chen Yushu was taken aback and looked at Lin Yi in surprise, her little face instantly turning red. Except for holding her brother's hand, she had never held another young man's hand before. Suddenly being held by Lin Yi, Chen Yushu didn't know what to do and stood there stunned. "Hurry up and leave here. There's no time to explain." Lin Yi was angry. Yusan tried to pull Chen Yushu up. Slap! Chu Mengyao slapped Lin Yi's hand away from Chen Yushu's, or rather, Lin Yi instinctively let go, because otherwise, Chu Mengyao's slap alone would have been able to separate them. "Lin Yi, what are you doing? Are you taking advantage of Xiao Shu?" Chu Menjiao glared at Lin Yi, her eyes filled with anger. Sigh. There's no time to explain so much. You guys hurry up and leave with me. Lin Yi glanced through the bank's glass window at the street corner not far away, looking very anxious. Taking advantage? Lin Yi was dumbfounded. Under these circumstances, how could he be taking advantage? "Why should we?" Chu Mengyao snorted. "Who do you think you are? Are you crazy? If you want to leave, leave by yourself. We still need to open an account." Chen Yushu was also confused. What had gotten into Lin Yi? He usually seemed so calm. Why was he suddenly acting so agitated? "Let's go outside first." This time, Lin Yi didn't give them a chance to argue and grabbed both of their hands. Chen Yushu and Chu Mengyao Shan's were each pulled up by Lin Yi from left and right. "Let go!" Chu Mengyao was almost hysterical. She never expected that after molesting Chen Yushu, Lin Yi would turn his claws on her. She struggled fiercely, trying to break free from Lin Yi's grip. Yao, let's go outside with him first." Chen Yushu was more rational than Chu Mengyao. Having recovered from her initial shock, she noticed that Lin Yi didn't have a Lasharus expression on his face. Instead, he looked extremely anxious. When it came to understanding Lin Yi, Chen Yushu knew more than Chu Mengyao. She knew that Lin Yi would come to the bank to molest them for no reason. If he really wanted to take advantage of them, last night would have been the best opportunity. Only a fool would choose to do it in a crowded bank. Chu Mengyao was taken aback and looked at Chen Yushu in surprise, not understanding why she was suddenly taking Lin Yi's side. Lin Yi looked at the hesitant Chumeng Yao and sighed inwardly. It was too late, because he had already seen several men in black windbreakers push open the bank's door and walk in. Bang! A sharp gunshot rang out, instantly throwing the originally orderly bank into chaos. Screams, children's cries, and alarm bells rang out simultaneously. Don't move! Anyone who moves gets shot. The leading man, a bald-headed man wearing a black mask, held a dark pistol and shooted at the people in the bank. Lin Yi sighed softly. While he had been struggling with Chu Meng Yao and Chen Yushu, they had missed the best opportunity to escape. Now, it seemed impossible to run away. But Lin Yi didn't blame Chu Meng Yao and Chen Yushu. After all, they could, and they've realized that danger was approaching. They had just acted in what they thought was a normal way. Lin Yi is not the type of person with a strong sense of heroism. On the contrary, he is quite low-key and knows what he should and should not do. Just like in North Africa, Lin Yi always read that his duty was to protect the visiting delegation, rather than show off heroism in this war-torn place. So in the current situation, what Lin Yi thought about was how to protect Chu Meng Yao and Chen Yushu safely, rather than thinking about catching the robbers. These matters should be handled by the police, and Lin Yi didn't want to get involved. Chu Meng Yao and Chen Yushu obviously had never encountered such a situation before and were now a bit stunned, not knowing what to do. All of you listen up. Hold your heads and squat where you are. I promise not to hurt you, but if anyone dares to move, don't blame me for being ruthless. The bald man fired another shot into the sky, and the originally noisy bank fell silent instantly. Children forgot to cry, and adults forgot to shout. They all obediently and voluntarily began to hold their heads and squat on the ground, facing armed thugs. They had no choice but to obey if they wanted to survive. This doesn't mean that these people have no sense of justice, but at this time, whoever steps forward will pay with their lives. While the bald man was speaking with organ in hand, several of his accomplices had rushed to the bank counter. After smashing the bank window with a hammer, they forced the bank staff to pack money into a designated bag with guns. Hurry up! What the hell are you dawdling about? A robber shouted impatiently at a middle-aged bank clerk. If you dawdle again, I'll shoot you dead. Yes, the man was not brave, scared by the robber. His hands began to shake. Pa! A stack of banknotes fell to the ground and scattered. Damn you! Are you deliberately trying to delay time? The robber glared and fired a bang shot, hitting the man's arm. The man let out a scream and covered his arm. The previous few shots fired by the robbers were blanks. Although they also had a certain deterrent effect, they were not as strong as this shot. This shot was really fired at someone. So everyone in the bank, whether staff or customers, covered their mouths in shock and feared the gangsters even more, not daring to make any move. The bald man was very satisfied with his subordinate's act of killing one to warn 100, and proudly scanned the entire bank. Sister Yao, I'm scared. Although Chen Yushu usually acted carefree, at the critical moment, she grabbed Chumengio's arm tightly, and her little face turned pale. It's okay. Zhao Shu, I will protect you. In fact, Chu Mengio was also very scared, but since Chen Yushu was a year younger than her, she had to act like an older sister and comfort her. You two don't need to comfort each other. It will protect your safety, Lin Yi said indifferently. Although Lin Yi was not sure if he could capture all these robbers alive, he was confident that he could protect Chu Meng Yao and Chen Yushu from harm. Chu Mengio moved her lips, habitually wanting to sarcastic Lin Yi a few words, but seeing his firm gaze, she finally didn't say anything. Just as the robbers were about to finish packing the cash and leave the bank, the sound of police cars' sirens came from outside the bank. Most of the bank customers frowned when they heard the sirens. After all, sometimes the arrival of the police is a good thing. But in this situation, if the police come and the robbers can't escape, they may do some extreme things. If they take a few more hostages, it will be even worse. So most people's moods are gloomy at the moment. For them, how much money the bank loses has nothing to do with them being able to walk out of here. Safe lie is the best thing. Robbers inside the bank, listen. You are now surrounded. Please put down your weapons immediately. Surrendering and striving for lenient and treatment is your only way out. Otherwise, there is only a dead end. The sound of a loudspeaker shouting came from outside the bank. Humph! The bald man snorted disdainfully when he heard the shouting outside and said to a subordinate, "Tell them that if they dare to act rashly, I will kill people." The subordinate immediately understood, went to the bank door, and shouted to the outside, "Shut up! If you shout again, our boss will kill people." The police at the door fell silent immediately. Although they wanted to save the bank's losses, they also had to protect the people inside the bank. This was a difficult task. After receiving the alarm, Song Lingshan, the vice captain of the police station's criminal police team, led a large number of people to the bank. Yang Huijin, the captain of the criminal police team, went to other places to attend a meeting, leaving Song Lingshan in charge of the criminal police team. To be Hone Street, Song Lingshan was under a lot of pressure, especially when she just received a call from the police chief, asking her to lead the team to deal with the bank robbery and hinting to her that Chu Pengzhan's daughter and Mr. Chen's granddaughter were also in the bank and no loss was allowed if something happened to Chen Yushu. Not to mention the police chief, even a major earthquake would occur in the official dam above. So after the gangsters' threatening words were shouted out, Song Lingshan decisively ordered the person shouting outside to stop, so as not to do anything to provoke the gangsters. The bald man was very satisfied that the police had shut up. He carried Ogden and scanned the crowd of customers squatting on the ground a few times. Many customers also understood that the gangsters wanted to find a hostage as a bargaining chip with the police. So thinking of this, many people quickly lowered their heads and did not dare to raise them. They were afraid that they would be chosen. After all, once they became the gangsters' hostages, their lives and deaths would be uncertain. Facing these brutal gangsters, they did not have the courage. The bald man smiled coldly and walked towards the crowd. Finally, his eyes fell on Chu Mengyao beside Lin Yi. "You, stand up." The bald man pointed at Chu Mengyao with Ogden and said. Chu Mengyao was shocked and subconscious. Lai squeezed Chen Yushu tightly, looking up at the bald man. "You, she's quite pretty little girl." The bald man smiled lewdly and pointed the gun at Chu Mengyao again. "I'm talking about you, stand up." Chu Mengyao had never encountered such a scene before. Her heart was beating very fast, and she didn't know what to do. But she endured it, and told herself that she must not cry at this time and must be strong. Must be strong. So Chu Mengyao gritted her teeth and slowly stood up. However, before she could stand up, she felt a pair of big hands press on her shoulders and push her down again. "I'll be your hostage." "What kind of ability is it to bully a little girl?" Lin Yi stood up and said to the bald man in front of him indifferently. Chu Mengyao looked at the man who had pushed her down in disbelief. Did he stand up for her at this time? Wasn't he afraid of death? Indeed, Chu Mengyao knew that Lin Yi had taken a lot of money from her father, but no amount of money was worth mentioning compared to life. No one doesn't care about their own life. Chu Mengyao was not stupid enough to think that Lin Yi stood up just for taking money and eliminating disasters. For a moment, Chu Mengyao seemed to think that Lin Yi was no longer so hateful. At least, he was a man of integrity. Chu Mengyao asked herself that Zhang Pinliang would definitely not stand up at this time. Maybe he was more afraid than herself and would keep his head down. Why was she comparing Lin Yi with Zhang Pinliang? Chu Mengyao shook off these unrealistic thoughts. Now was not the time to think about such messy things. Damn it, the bald man didn't expect someone to cause trouble. You know, when it comes to being a hostage, others can't wait to avoid it. But the man in front of him actually rushed in. Was he stupid? Who the hell are you? Did I call you? The bald man frowned and stared fiercely at Lin Yi. Stay away if you don't want to die. Don't you just need a hostage? Who's different? Lin Yi shrugged. Don't worry, I'll cooperate with you. Damn you. The bald man was angry. He thought, why did this kid have to ruin his good thing? An anger welled up in his heart, and he raised his gun and shot at Lin Yi. With Lin Yi's current cultivation, even if the bald man shot at such a close distance, he would be hurt. Since practicing the Zuan Yuan Yulong Ju, Lin Yi's reaction ability has been extremely sharp. He only need Ed to lean slightly to the side to avoid the bald man's bullet. However, just as Lin Yi leaned to the side, his heart suddenly be startled. Behind him was a girl, and the bald man's bullet was shot diagonally from top to bottom. If Lin Yi dodged, the bullet would hit the girl behind him. In that case, the girl would be seriously injured or even die. Lin Yi gritted his teeth and turned his body back to meet the bullet. The bullet diagonally entered Lin Yi's thigh. Although this level of pain could no longer cause too much pain to Lin Yi, he still frowned. Fortunately, Lin Yi controlled the position well. The bullet entered the flesh and did not hit the leg bone. Ah! An involuntary cry of alarm came from the crowd. Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu also covered their mouths at the same time. Lin Yi had been shot. However, Chu Mengyao and Chen Yushu saw clearly that Lin Yi could have avoided this shot, but he took the shot because he was afraid of hurting the girl behind him. Thinking of this, Chu Mengyao says towards the girl behind Lin Yi showed more anger. Damn it, there are really people who are not afraid of death. The bald man was very surprised. Was the kid in front of him crazy? Boss, there are more and more cops outside. A robber subordinate ran over and whispered to the bald man. Damn it, the bald man cursed, pointed the gun at Lin Yi's head and cursed. Since you want to be a hostage, come together. Ma Liu, keep an eye on this kid. Okay. Ma Liu took out Ogden and pointed it at Lin Yi Shid, saying, Kid, who asked you to show off at this time? It's not easy to be a hero. Lin Yi didn't speak and was thinking about whether to make a move here or wait a while. Just here, first, the gangsters were too scattered, which was not conducive to his action. Second, there were too many people. Once a large-scale chaos occurred, it would be even more difficult to take action. Little girl, stand up for me. The bald man was determined to target Chu Mengyao and pointed the gun at Chu Mengyao again. For some reason, Chu Mengyao was no longer as afraid as before. She used her eyes to stop Chen Yushu, who wanted to stand up with her, and resolutely stood up. Chen Yushu had wanted to stand up with Chu Mengyao, but Chu Mengyao says told her not to go and to find a way to save them later. So Chen Yushu naturally would not act recklessly. Let's go. The bald man pressed the gun against Chu Mengyao Shid and said. Lin Yi was a bit puzzled. Why did the bald man keep targeting Chu Mengyao? Did he take a fancy to Chu Mengyao's beauty? Lin Yi could only think so because he could figure out why else the bald man would target Chu Mengyao. It stands to reason that as long as he had one hostage, it would be enough. When negotiating with the police, It's not about the number of hostages you have, but whether you have hostages. Even if you have one hostage, the police will not act rashly. Listen up, all the police outside. The subordinate of the bald man who had gone to shout to the police stood at the bank door and continued to shout, "All retreat to a place more than 100 meters away, and don't send anyone to tail us after we get in the car, or we'll kill the hostages." Outside the bank, Song Lingshan frowned when she heard the gangster swords. She was naturally reluctant to step back 100 meters. But thinking of the hostages inside the bank, Song Lingshan had to sigh and say to her subordinates, "Retreat." In fact, Song Lingshan also did not advocate openly surrounding the bank. This would only put psychological pressure on the gangsters and make them do crazy things. If they adopted secret surrounding and secret tail, maybe the gangsters would not choose hostages. But Song Lingshan's suggestion was said by the police chief to be personal heroism, which made her very depressed. The bald man was very satisfied with the current actions of the police. He pointed the gun at Chu Meng Yao Shi, and Ma Liu pointed the gun at Lin Yi's head. They left the bank together. Yao Yao, Uncle Fu, who was standing beside Song Lingshan, was suddenly shocked when he saw Chu Meng Yao in the gangster's hands and exclaimed, "Mr. Li, do you know the hostage?" A bod feeling vaguely rose in Song Lingshan's shirt. "That's Chu Menjiao, Mr. Chu's daughter." Uncle Fu was very nervous. Mr. Chu was on a business trip. If something happened to the young lady at this moment, his fault would be great. What? Song Lingshan was stunned and became more anxious. Why did the gangsters choose Chu Pengzon's daughter as a hostage by coincidence? It was really what they feared most. Song Lingshan had to use the walkie-talkie to report the current situation to the police chief. Report to the police chief. One of the hostages is Chu Pengzon's daughter, Chu Menjiao. The police chief was also sweating cold lie at the moment when he heard that the gangsters had really chosen Chu Meng Yao as a hostage. He was shocked. Be steady, must be steady. Don't act rashly. But the snipers here are already prepared. There, saw 90% chance of killing the robbers. Song Lingshan argued. You just said it as 90. What about the remaining 10%? What if Miss Chu gets hurt? We'll both be in deep trouble then. The chief reprimanded. I told you not to act rashly. First, meet the robbers' demands, and then we'll make further plans. Got it. Song Lingshan felt depressed. She had wanted her subordinates to take a risk and use snipers to take down the gangsters. But now that the chief didn't support her, what else could she do? Seeing the police's in action, the baldy felt triumphant. He quickly led his men into the black Hyundai commercial vehicle by the roadside, started the car and drove away. Since the gangsters held to hostages, Song Lingshan dared not act rash lie and could only watch helpless lie as the robbers got into the black Hyundai commercial vehicle and drove away. Miss Uncle Fu looked at the departing car, extremely anxious. He had called Mr. Chu earlier, but the line was always unreachable. Now that the robbers had taken Chu Meng Yao as a hostage, Uncle Fu was truly panicked. Mr. Li, the police will handle this matter. Please rest assured, Song Lingshan said to Uncle Fu before taking out her walkie-talkie. Attention all squadrons. The robber's vehicle is a black Hyundai commercial van with license plate number Song A 74110. It has now left the bank. If you spot it, be ready to tail it. 74110. After giving the order, Song Lingshan muttered the license plate number. Again, these robbers were too disrespectful, actually using the plate number 74110. Thinking of this, she picked up the walkie-talkie again, dialed a number and said, "Traffic police? This is Song Lingshan from the criminal police team. Help me check Alice's plate." Song a 74110. What? It's a Buick sedan? Not a Hyundai commercial van? Is that correct? Okay, never mind. Damn fake plates. And such a provocative number. This was clearly a slap in the face. A naked provocation. Song Lingshan was furious, but it really lived up to the robber's license plate. As soon as the Baldy got into the car, he ordered his men to tie up Chu Mengyao and Lin Yi. He looked at Lin Yi triumphantly and said, "You idiot, what's your problem? Why meddle in this? We ray after Miss Chu. You had to play the hero, so don't blame us for grabbing you too." Upon hearing the Baldy's words, Lin Yi's heart jolted. These people actually knew Chu Mengyao. This was unexpected. They had thought the hostages were chosen random lie and that the Baldy had targeted Chu Mengyao because of her beauty, wanting to take advantage of her, but they never expected this was premeditated, aimed specifically at Chu Mengyao. You know me." Chu Mengyao was also shocked. She never thought these gangsters would recognize her. Surprised, she couldn't help but blurt out, "Know you? How could we not? The daughter of the chairman of Pengzon Group." The Baldy enjoyed the feeling of superiority. "Why else would we kidnap you if we didn't know you? Why? Are you kidnapping me?" Chu Mengyao already sensed something was wrong. These people seemed to have a clear plan targeting her. "Why? What do you think?" The Baldy opened his mouth, revealing yellow teeth. "Tell me, what's worth kidnapping about you?" Chu Mengyao panicked. Could this man be a pervert who would molest her after kidnapping her? The thought made her feel it was highly possible. She was beautiful, sexy with big eyes, fair skin, and a curvy figure. Any man would be tempted. No, Chu Mengyao wanted to cry. If she were defiled by such an ugly man, she might as well die. If she had to choose, she'd rather be with Lin Yi than him. Why Lin Yi? The only person Chu Mengyao could think of now was Lin Yi. She hated Zhang Pinliang, that annoying guy, to the core. Among the men around her, besides Uncle Fu, there was only Lin Yi left. How pathetic. While lamenting her bad luck, Chu Mengyao desperately tried to think of a way out. Seeing Chu Mengyao's flushed and pale face alternating, the Baldy guessed she had misunderstood. He sneered, "Fuck, I have no shortage of beautiful women. I don't care for little girls like you. We kidnapped you because someone paid us." Chu Mengyao breathed a sigh of relief. So he had no sexual intentions. That was good. "Boss, if you don't want her, I do. Let me have some fun with her," said Ma Liu, leering at Chu Mengyao and reaching out to touch her. "Ma Liu, behave yourself. This girl is off limits." Those above ordered her to be kept intact. The Baldy snapped, glaring at Ma Liu. "Oh, what a pity." Ma Liu sighed. He seemed afraid of the Baldy and obedient Lai sat back, not daring to move further. "Such a beauty, if I could have her, my life would be complete. Cut the crap. After this is done, you can use your money to find as many female students as you want and do whatever you like," the Baldy said impatiently, waving his hand. Annoyed by Ma Liu's lecherousness, Chu Mengyao relaxed again. Luckily, these men weren't after her body, but hateful. The Baldy had tied her hand to Lin Yi's big hand, letting him take advantage. Yet thinking of Lin Yi's hand, Chu Mengyao felt a warmth in her heart. Remembering how he had pressed her down with his hand earlier, she felt an indescribable emotion. What was happening to her? Was she changing her impression of him just because of this small act of kindness? No way! It couldn't be that easy. But would anyone else have stepped forward for her in that moment? What was Lin Yi thinking? Chu Mengyao couldn't figure him out. "Fuck you, dumb girl." Still grinning at a time like this, the Baldy was furious seeing Chu Mengyao blushing and smiling. This was an insult. He was a kidnapper, yet she was smiling in front of him, looking down on him. Chu Menjio exclaimed, realizing she had been lost in thought. Only picking on women, what a tough guy. Lin Yi sneered at the Baldy. I bet robbing the bank was your real goal. It was just a cover. And your target is Chu Menjio, right? So what if you figured it out? You're still my prisoner. The Baldy said. There was no need to deny it now. In his eyes, Lin Yi was just helpless prey, and revealing their purpose would end to matter. You won't teach it far. The police are following you and will take you down, Lin Yi said almost pityingly. Impossible. I've already planned an escape route. The Baldy replied triumphantly. The police must be running around in circles by now. Hee hee. There's more than one car with that license plate. Is that so? Lin Yi was somewhat impressed by the Baldy's intelligence. But it didn't matter. The stupid-ass thing he did was letting Lin Yi get in the car, sealing the failure of this operation. Meanwhile, Song Lingshan held the walkie-talkie tightly, staying in constant contact with each squad. Captain Song, this is Li Wangli from the 1st Squadron. We VE spotted the Hyundai van with license plate Song A74110. Please instruct, came Li Wengli's voice. Follow them, but be careful not to let them notice. Song Lingshan ordered. Yes, Li Wengli said, signaling the driver to start the car. Song Lingshan sighed in relief. No matter how clever you are, you didn't expect I'd die stationed. Trackers at every intersection. Now where can you run? Just as she felt triumphant, another report came over the walkie-talkie. Captain Song, this is Zhang Zhaohang from the 2nd Squadron. We've spotted the Hyundai van with license plate Song A74110. Please instruct. What? Song Lingshan was taken aback. Where did you spot it? On Central Ring Road. Please instruct. Zhang Zhaohang said. Central Ring Road? That's odd. Li Wangli from the 1st Squadron saw it on Wei Min Road earlier. Song Lingshan muttered. Was the kidnapper driving in circles? Still, she ordered. Follow them and don't let them detect you. Yes. Zhang Zhaohang obeyed. Captain Song? This is Sun Jiaxia from the 3rd Squadron. We VE spotted the Hyundai van with license plate Song A74110. Please instruct. Came another voice. You saw it too? Song Lingshan felt overwhelmed and immediately realized they might have fallen for a trap. The kidnappers had used multiple cars with the same license plate. This was exactly what the robbers had intended, and Song Lingshan was fuming, falling for the kidnappers' trick. She felt indignant. If Captain Yang were here, he would have seen through the scheme at once, but she had been so embarrassing. Just then the 4th Squadron captain called. Before he finished, Song Lingshan asked, did you spot the Hyundai van with license plate Song A74110? Yes, Captain. You're amazing. We saw it. What should we do? The 4th Squadron captain asked. Just follow, Song Lingshan said. On the verge of collapse, she was now certain that, after the first A74110 cars were tailed, the kidnappers had escaped via the other routes. They must be long gone by now. Why kidnap her? Lin Yi squinted, eager to know their motive. If it was just for money, they had already robbed the bank of millions. Did they plan to blackmail Chipeng Zan? That was risky. They might fail and get caught by the police. Why? Good question. The Baldy sneered, pointing at the bags of money on the floor. Simple. I want money. For money? Lin Yi frowned. Kidnapping to blackmail her father for ransom? That's none of your business, the Baldy said, annoyed by Lin Yi's endless questions. Just tell me, at least let me die knowing why, Lin Yi said, looking so curious and innocent that it was hard to refuse. The Baldy glanced at Lin Yi thinking, what's the harm? He'll die anyway. Someone paid us to kidnap this girl. For what purpose after kidnapping? Lin Yi asked. Not sure yet. Waiting for instructions. The Baldy replied. Who hired you? Lin Yi pressed. Dunno. Introduced by Sehua Ji. Who's Sehua Ji? Fuck. Why so many questions? Shut up or I'll kill you. The Baldy snapped, losing patience. Okay, then don't move or I'll kill you, Lin Yi said calmly, suddenly pulling out Ogden and pressing it to the Baldy's temple. You, the Baldy's eyes bulged. What was happening? Weren't this guy's hands tied? Where did he get a gun? The other gangsters in the car were stunned, unable to fathom how Lin Yi had managed to hold their boss at gunpoint. How did you untie the rope? The Baldy asked, bewildered. Indeed, he couldn't understand weren't Lin Yi Shan's tied together? Oh, I was clumsy as a kid when playing cat's cradle. I often tied my hands in knots and learned to untie them over time, Lin Yi replied. Are you kidding? The Baldy's mouth fell open. Could cat's cradle really be that useful? Still, he asked in disbelief. Where did you get the gun? Stole it from Ma Liu, Lin Yi said, nodding at Ma Liu beside him. Ma Liu instinctively touched at his pants pocket and froze. His gun was gone. It must be in Lin Yi Shan's. The Baldy fell silent, thoroughly defeated. This guy was incredible. In his mind, he cursed Ma Liu's entire family. All right, everyone stay still. Your boss, she'd may be shiny and bald, but one shot will blow it apart, Lin Yi said casually. The Baldy couldn't help but shiver. Lin Yi pressed the gun against the bald man's sheet again and said, tell them not to move, or I'll kill the hostage. You don't do anything reckless. The bald man really wanted to cry. Wasn't this exactly what he and his men had just said to the police in the bank? How could karma come so quickly? What was instant retribution? This was it. And not bad. Lin Yi nodded in satisfaction, then asked, can you tell me now? Who is Sehua Ji? He's my boss. I didn't know anything else. He told me to do this. Bro, please don't shoot. The bald man was a coward at heart, despite his earlier arrogance. When his life was truly threatened, he was terrified. Originally, he had taken on this task for money, to live a more luxurious life of eating, drinking, and having fun. But it wasn't worth losing his life for. Lin Yi frowned. It was clear that this bald man was just a small fry and knew nothing about the inside story. All right, stop the car. Lin Yi ordered the bald man. Stop the car? Why? The bald man was taken aback. To get out, of course. Do you still want to kidnap her like this? Lin Yi glared and asked, no. I mean, aren't you taking us to the police station? The bald man was surprised, not expecting Lin Yi to let them go. What's that got to do with me? Lin Yi rolled his eyes. I am not a cop. Do they pay me a salary? Upon hearing this, the bald man was overjoyed. He had thought Lin Yi would take them to the police station, but now that they had escaped, he was naturally thrilled. Although the mission had failed, they had still robbed a large sum of money from the bank, enough to squander for the rest of their lives. So, the bald man excitedly ordered the driver to stop the car. Lin Yi searched the bald man and found Ogden, then threw it to Chu Meng Yao. Take this and aim at their tires later. Oh, Chu Meng Yao didn't know why Lin Yi said this, but she took the pistol and held it tightly. Lin Yi let Chu Meng Yao get out of the car first, then followed, but as he got out he said, you can choose to shoot me or Mengio, but make sure to kill us. If you don't, I'll aim for your gas tank. Got it, Baldy? As he spoke, Lin Yi patted the bald man's bare head. Nope, we won. The bald man shivered red. Involuntarily, there was something eerie about this kid Lin Yi, and the bald man didn't want to cause more trouble. When getting out of the car, Lin Yi deliberately paid attention to the jade pendant's reaction, but it showed no sign, so he relaxed. It seemed the bald man and his men had made a wise choice. If the jade pendant had shown, Even the slightest reaction, Lin Yi would have immediately subdued the bald man again and taken him hostage to get out of the car together. After Lin Yi and Chu Menjiu got out, the modern commercial vehicle sped away. As Lin Yi had predicted, the bald man didn't make any hostile moves. "Why are you staring at me? Hurry up and call Uncle Fu to pick us up," Lin Yi said, half amused and half annoyed, seeing Chu Mengyao staring at him in a daze. Oh, Chu Mengyao could hardly believe they were safe, but looking at the departing van, it seemed true. But why was Lin Yi acting so bossy? How dare he speak to her in a commanding tone? "Hey, didn't you confiscate all their guns and take them to the police station earlier?" Chu Mengyao couldn't let go of what Lin Yi had said earlier. What did he mean by not being a cop and the police not paying his salary? Couldn't he do a good deed? Those guys in the car are all cowards. With their boss being threatened by Ogun, they wouldn't dare act rashly. But if we confiscated their guns, they'd know they were done for and would definitely fight to the end, Lin Yi said. "But you had their boss as a hostage?" Chu Menjiu asked in confusion. "When they're about to die, do you think they'll care about their boss? Come on, don't be so naive, okay?" Lin Yi said, helpless lie. "We were lucky to escape this time." "Hey, who exactly did you provoke? These people were clearly after you." "Hey, who do you think you are?" Chu Mengyao was annoyed by Lin Yi's attitude. "You Ray my lackey, right? Since when do lackeys talk to their masters like this?" Lin Yi was speechless. Women were truly unreasonable. In Uncle Fu's car, Chen Yushu was wiping away tears. Chu Mengyao and Lin Yi had been kidnapped. Who knew what would happen to them? The best case scenario was they'd be released. But the worst, Chen Yushu couldn't bear to think about it. Uncle Fu was also frowning as he led a phone call. It was precisely at this critical moment that he couldn't it through to Chu Pengzan, which made him extremely anxious. Suddenly, the phone rang. Uncle Fu was startled. He picked up the phone and saw the caller ID, his face showing a mix of worry and relief. It was Chu Menjiu's phone, but it might not be her calling. It could be the robbers using her phone to contact him. But either way, there was finally some news. "Hello." Uncle Fu answered cautiously. "Uncle Fu, come pick me up." For the first time, Chu Mengyao found Uncle Fu's voice so comforting. Along with Uncle Fu, Song Lingshan and the police team she led had also come. Sister Yao Yao, Chen Yushu was the first to jump out of the car and hugged Chu Mengyao tightly. "I was so scared. I thought I'd never see you again." "Silly girl, stop talking nonsense." Chu Mengyao had recovered from the earlier shock and couldn't help but laugh and sigh at Chen Yushu's swords. "Mr. Lin, are you all right?" Uncle Fu asked quickly when he saw blood on Lin Yi. "Got shot in the thigh. It's nothing serious, though." Lin Yi stood up limping. To be honest, it really hurt. It was starting to ache more now. Uncle Fu was truly impressed by Lin Yi. Even with a gunshot wound, he still said it was no big deal. What a real man. Would Lin Yi have black lines on his head if he knew Uncle Fu Stoats? Because he read there was a female celebrity nicknamed Real Man. "Mr. Lin, please come with us to the police station to give a statement." Song Lingshan walked over and said formally to Lin Yi. Lin Yi frowned. Was this woman blind? Couldn't she see he was injured? He said irritably, "Do you need me to take off my pants and show you?" "Ah!" Song Lingshan was stunned. Then her face instantly turned red, trembling with anger. How dare this man openly harass her? This was unacceptable. But out of respect for Uncle Fu, she resisted the urge to slap him. "Captain Song, Mr. Lin means he was shot in the leg and injured. If you don't believe it, he can show you," Uncle Fu explained. Seeing Song Lingshan's reaction and realizing she had misunderstood, Only then did Song Lingshan notice the blood on Lin Yi's pants and felt embarrassed. "Oh, I see. Then you should go to the hospital first." But she couldn't help feeling disgusted with Lin Yi. If he was injured, he should just say so. Taking off pants? She was a police officer, but she was also a woman. How could he say such a thing? As a qualified police officer, you should first have sharp observation skills. I have large bloodstains on my pants, but you didn't notice them. I really don't understand how you became a captain. Did you pull strings? Lin Yi saw the disgust in Song Lingshan's face and said coldly, Song Lingshan's lack of investigative experience was her biggest weakness, a constant source of frustration. Those who knew her background understood that, although her family had connections, she hadn't become a vice captain through nepotism. She had previously been a combat instructor in the Special Forces with the rank of Major. After transferring to civilian police, she became a vice captain in the Criminal Investigation Team, which was entirely appropriate in terms of rank. Moreover, her fighting skills were among the best in the team. Only Captain Yang Huijin could beat her, and no one else was a match. But Lin Yi's words had hit a sore spot. True, she was good at fighting, but that didn't mean she excelled in other areas. As a recent transfer, she lacked the meticulous observation skills needed for investigations. The team respected her for her combat skills, not her case-solving abilities. So Song Lingshan had been studying hard, silently following Yang Huijin on every mission, aware of her own shortcomings. However, Yang Huijin, who had transferred 2 years earlier, had rich investigative experience, which both impressed and jealousy Song Lingshan. Today, though, Captain Yang was on a business trip, so Song Lingshan had to take charge alone and ended up being mocked by Lin Yi. She was furious, but since what he said was true, she could refute him. She could only grit her teeth in silence. In reality, the bullet had only grazed Lin Yi, and he could have treated it himself. In war-torn North Africa, who would go to a hospital after being shot? They'd probably be killed by enemies before reaching it. But with Song Lingshan around, Lin Yi didn't want to show off too much of his extraordinary abilities. Unexpected lie. Song Lingshan was so persistent that she followed him to the hospital to take his statement. Oh well, he had nothing to hide anyway. Regarding Chu Menjiu, the little princess of the Chu family, Song Lingshan didn't dare to act rashly. She didn't force her to go to the police station and instead took her statement in Uncle Fuskar. Zhao Shu, how's your brother? Song Lingshan had known Chen Yushu for a long time, and she actually felt guilty toward Chen Yushu's brother. Hey why do you care? Chen Yushu sneered and turned away, giving Song Lingshan no good looks. Song Lingshan smiled bitterly, then turned to Chu Menjiu and said, Miss Chu, let's take your statement. As Chu Mengyao recounted what had happened, Chen Yushu couldn't help exclaiming, wow, is Lin Yi really that amazing? No way! Yao, I told you having him as your shield is definitely worth it. He'll definitely fend off any man bothering you. Hey who wants him? Chu Mengyao thought of Lin Yi's arrogant attitude earlier and felt annoyed. Listening beside them, Song Lingshan was also curious. So this Lin Yi wasn't just all talk. Although she resented his comment about her pulling strings, she wasn't irrational. From Chu Mengyao's account, Lin Yi had shown courage and strategy, and even after being shot, he had managed to negotiate with the robbers. This was admirable. However, Song Lingshan disdained Lin Yi's words. I'm not a cop. They don't pay me a salary. Could Enna be a good Samaritan? But after hearing Chu Mengyao explain his reasons, she realized Lin Yi had been right. Provoking the robbers then might have gotten both of them killed. But she was puzzled why the robbers had specifically charged Ted Chu Meng Yao. Had they gone through so much trouble just to kidnap her? Maybe to avoid suspicion from the Chu family, or for some other purpose, but it was unclear for now. They could only wait until the bald man and his gang were arrested to find out. I think Mr. Lin is very qualified. Mr. Chu has good judgment. With him by your side, I can finally rest assured, Uncle Fu said with a lingering fear. He now truly understood Mr. Chu's intentions. This Lin Yi was indeed extraordinary. Chu Menjiu opened her mouth, wanting to refute Uncle Fu, but for some reason, the image of Lin Yi stepping forward to protect her in the bank kept replaying in her mind. With Song Lingshan present, the hospital didn't ask too many questions about Lin Yi's gunshot wound. When a patient was brought in by the police, the hospital didn't need to take any responsibility. Lin Yi was wheeled into the operating room. The chief surgeon said to the nurse, "Prepare the anesthetic. I need to remove the bullet. No need." Lin Yi said he was fond of Western medicine. Like anesthetics, he didn't mind using them once or twice, but excessive use could have side effects on the body. The chief surgeon was taken aback. The people who brought this young man in didn't look poor. Could they really not afford anesthetic? Without it, the pain would be excruciating. The thigh root was densely packed with nerves, and although this was a simple surgical procedure, the pain would be worse than many major operations. "Son, it'll hurt a lot without anesthetic," said the chief surgeon, a 40-something expert who naturally saw Lin Yi as a youngster.